Man, there's just something about a good Marvel Legends Spider-Man wave that makes me tingle. And I'm not saying that this is a good Spider-Man wave, but there is a couple key characters that I was really looking forward to in this set. Already got everything cracked open, got my comparisons out. I'm going to burn through it as quick as I can because I got a shit ton of toys to look at. Let's get to it. Alright, so I'm going to bounce around a little bit on this one, and I'll go like favorite to least favorite, or favorite back to middle favorite, or something, just to try to clear this board so I can explain some of this shit to you and break it down a little bit better. My favorite figure in the set is this White Rabbit. My second favorite figure in the set is this Shang. Love that. New character. Always was looking forward to him. Always kind of wondered who would whoop each other's ass, him or Iron Fist. I'm going with Iron Fist. Then you have Superior Ock, not a great figure, but he's a new figure, and that's why I like him. Then you have the Demigoblin, which is a Build-A-Figure, which is kind of shitty for a Build-A-Figure. They give you the glider finally for the guy behind him. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Then you have the Vulture, which the Vulture is amazing, but we already had a really good Vulture. Then we had another Vulture outside of that Vulture. And then you have these two crappy Spider-Mans, which are actually really good action figures. The reason why I'm upset about this is clearly because I have an Xbox and I have a Switch. I don't have a PlayStation 4, so I never played the video game, so I never got the other figure. Like I just said, screw it. If you're not going to let me play it on an Xbox or a Switch, then I'm not going to support these. So I don't even really want these things. I basically just got them for I could build that Demigoblin, which the Demigoblin is nothing great, but whatever. These action figures, these Spider-Mans, all sculpted in lines. They spent a ton of money on tooling on these things. The paint is crisp. These two things are amazing Spider-Man figures. I just don't want them in my collection because they're not comic book and I didn't play the video game. I just had to get them to get the Build-A-Piece. They do come with really cool accessories though. They got this web thing that you slide it over the shoulders and you could trap a bad guy in that. That is really cool. I love the accessories. Finally they're doing a cool accessory with the Spider-Man figure. And then you also have this web thing. It's like you can put it over their face and it actually sticks on the action figure to where you get that one. You get like a face shot. That is cool, man. You could do some cool pictures with something like that. Another really cool accessory. So the accessories are cool. If you guys played the video game, I'm sure you're going to love these. You probably have the other one. I didn't. I'm gonna like put these in my kids' room or something. I just don't need them. Like I don't know. It's like the whole thing upsets me that these were build-ems. These should have been like GameStop exclusives where you could pre-order them, then go down there to collect it in your pre-order. Then the guy will go, "We don't have your pre-order. We gave it to somebody else." If you've ever ordered at GameStop, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Let's get these things out of the way. Then you have this Vulture. The Vulture is actually really good. It comes with two head sculpts. Let's look at these things. This head sculpt is amazing. If I could get that on the old one, I would like that even better. I don't think that they will I mean, you could with a lot of operation, but I'm not going to do that. Best Vulture head sculpt ever. This is the other one where he wears the mask. This is like where he takes like that serum or the steroids or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And then he like gets a little bit younger for a minute, but it never really lasts, so he goes back to this. Really cool. So I'm glad that, you know, it comes with two heads. I'm going to go ahead and display this head because I still have the old one behind it, which I actually think the old one is better. You guys are going to go, no, the old one's not better. That trick, I don't really give a shit about that. Look at this thing. If you guys are out there and have a YouTube channel doing toy videos, and if you don't have this old Toy Biz Vulture, don't do a review on this. You got nothing to compare it to. Nobody gives a shit about your opinion. Look at this old figure, all sculpted in lines. Look at the feathers on this. Look at the feathers on this. Like, these feathers look like shit. I'm talking about this collar piece. These feathers look amazing. The sculpted lines on this, these are painted lines on this. You can't say that this is better than this. Yes, it's got those crappy ball hips on it. Everybody hates those. I hate those. This thing has more articulation than this. The wings are just crap compared to this. These are sculpted on feathers. Look at this. I love this. I love the fact that they give you this head, so this makes sense with this, and then this makes sense with this. If you want a really good Vulture, you got to spend some money. Go on eBay, get this thing. If you want like the cool, like modern, well, I don't know if you call it modern, just the younger version of this one. I'm really happy to have both of these in my collection. I'm going to display both of these in my collection. Then you have the one that was in a 2-pack. I've already reviewed this, so I'm going to go over it really quick. He comes with the mask, so if you bought 2 of these, you're a sucker. which I normally do buy 2. I actually did buy 2, but I only pulled out 1. You could display one with the masked head, one with the unmasked head. I thought this was really cool, just Vulture in a different costume. If you're going to give me characters in different costumes, I'm not going to bitch at all because I want every costume that everybody's ever worn. That part doesn't bother me. And that was, fuck, one of my last favorites in the set. Then you have the Demigoblin. I'm pretty sure that we have Demigoblins. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. I know that this one here is not the Demigoblin. I get that. But the reason why I pulled this out, let me do it, get it in the frame here. This guy is supposed to ride a flame glider just like this, and then this one came out. The glider comes with white rabbits, so I'm sure you're going to see shit tons of white rabbits without the glider in there because they should have given us this with this. I can't believe that they would give us this toy without they just can't give you too much. Like, this is their accessory, like the little ball, when that should have been the accessory. They're so cheap on accessories now. So now it comes with the Demigoblin, the flame glider that you really wanted for this one, and now everybody's going to buy the white rabbit. They might buy 2 white rabbits. Hopefully you buy 2 because the thing's amazing. I'm sure you're going to go in there and you're going to see tons of white rabbits without the glider. I mean, the take back shit, man, is I think it's hilarious. Every time I see a return, it's super funny. Let's get him out of here. Now you can finally display him proper with the glider. And then it also comes with this stand, which is actually really cool. You see how it's got 3 dots on here? So you can make it like high, medium, or low, depending on which dot you want to do. I thought that was a really cool touch. Get him out of here. And then take a look at some of these Demigoblins. So, I don't know why we didn't need a Demigoblin, and I don't know why this thing doesn't come with a fucking pumpkin bomb. Like, shouldn't he have like some kind of bomb or something? I love the glider. Then I thought that this was a Demigoblin, so everybody's like, oh fuck, we finally got a Demigoblin. And I look at this and I'm like, dude, isn't this a Demigoblin? He kind of has like the flame glider here. I thought this was a really good action figure. I think it holds up. It's still really good. Look at that. Like, you guys need this stuff in your collection. You just can't have like this. And like, I've seen some of your guys' collection, and it's like basically Marvel Legends from the past 5 years. Everybody's collection looks exactly the same, which is kind of sad. You need to have something a little bit different in here. This would be a nice touch to have something different. I know you might be cheap. You don't want to spend a little bit of money on eBay, but this is an absolute amazing action figure. I think he's really cool. And then you have even more of them. You have this one, which I always thought this was a Demigoblin. This one came with 2 heads, so you could have the Hobgoblin, or is that not the Demigoblin head? Let me know in the comics. Are all these not Demigoblins? Because I thought they were. So you could have him as a Hobgoblin head or a Demigoblin head. He comes with the pumpkin bomb. Pretty much everyone comes with the pumpkin bomb, except for the new one. Then you have another Demigoblin over here, which this one is also an amazing action figure. Like, look at this glider. Is it the same as that other glider? I think it is. Yeah. Same glider. One's orange, one's silver. I'm glad that they did that, though. Mix it up a little bit. This is also a really cool action figure. Nice. I don't know why it's so damn shiny, but another Demigoblin looks cool on your shelf. Let me try to show you the head sculpt on this thing. You can see that. I don't know why the hood is so low. I guess it's because his chin is sticking out. But there's another Demigoblin. So I'm sitting here looking at 4 Demigoblins. Did everybody say we needed a new Demigoblin when we already had 3 really good Demigoblins? I think I was good on that. Let me make a little bit more room, and I'll try to break down the Superior Ock for you. Here's the Superior Ock. If I can get him to stand in the camera. And then you have the Superior Spidey. And then you have Peter Parker Spidey. Here's Peter Parker. And then here's the Jackal. Alright, let me see if I can get him to stand, and I'll break this down to you really quick, and hopefully I get it right. Okay, so you take... Oh, we need Doc Ock too. to tell this story. You take Doc Ock, he puts his mind in Peter's body, which turns him into Superior Spidey, and then the Jackal makes a clone of that, and then basically turns it into Superior Ock. And he's on Hydra's dick. That's why there's like a Hydra thing on the Superior Ock. I hope I did that right. If I didn't, I'm sure you guys would love to correct me in the comics. That's why all this is like really important. Like, you need the Peter, you need the Superior Spidey, you need the Superior Ock, you need Doc, you need Jackal, you need all that to complete the story. I thought that was cool. I actually like this action figure a lot. I've heard a lot of people complain about the tentacles. I don't have any problem with the tentacles. I think they're really cool. They just clip on that little backpack there. I didn't have any problems with these things falling out. The articulation on that, I love this little ab crunch thing. Like, they either do like this one where they do the line, or they do this one where it like comes up into the rib cage. This is my favorite one. I just love when they do that. That to me looks really good. I love the fist on this thing. I think he's a great action figure. I love it. He's kind of boring, but he's a new character in a collection. He's my third favorite figure in the set. Really happy to put this. He kind of rounds out the whole story and kind of display all these guys together if you want. Let's see if I can get this at a stand or not. Probably not. And then we're gonna take a look at my second favorite figure in the set. This Shang. I always wondered whose ass would whoop who. I'm sure it's happened before. Who's tougher, him or Iron Fist? I'm going towards Iron Fist just because he got the Iron Fist. I'm sure they fought in the comics before. I don't know. If you guys do, let me know who won. First time getting this character in your collection. Really excited to get him in the collection. Love that they did the little nipples on there. They're not sculpted on, but they painted them on there. This figure looks amazing. They did a really good job with this. Looks just like how he's supposed to look. Comes with 2 pair of nunchucks. He also comes with a ton of hands. Like, every kung fu hand you could ever possibly want, he comes with. Which, if you want to take pictures of your shit, you got options here. Me, I just wanted to display the accessories because we don't get accessories very often. So all these hands are going in the drawer. But it is nice that they did it. And then you have my favorite figure in the set, this White Rabbit. Let me break this bitch down to you real quick. You take a hot chick, you put her in a Playboy bunny outfit, you call her a supervillain, and I'm totally on board with that. And then so how you get her is you take like a hot chick, you mix her with the rabbit, and then you got White Rabbit. She is really cool. Comes with an umbrella with a gun. She also has the peg holes in the feet, so if you want to do like a little rocket thing, you can take some leftover Iron Man shit, plug these things into the holes in her feet, and then have her like jetpacking around. Of course, you don't get action figure stands like with Marvel Legends, so you have to get like one of the old ones like floating around that you got. Hopefully you guys spend a little bit of money on your action figure stands, or you come in your toy room and you get one of these, you can clip this thing on her waist. Let me try to actually do this on camera without fucking up. Pull this thing up. I guess I need to get a taller one out to make her fly. And then you got her flying around with their fuzzy rocket-powered jetpack boots. This, oh God, I love this action figure. I just love it so much. When they saw this, I had no clue who she was, and I couldn't get this thing on my shelves fast enough. I think they did a great job. The hair looks great. The ears look great. The boots look great. Just the fact that they finally made a hot chick in like in a bathing suit, like with Hasbro being on Disney's dick, like with all the feminists out there, and they're watering down all the female figures, and then they do something cool like this. I mean, multiple reasons why she's my favorite figure. Not to mention that you finally get the flame glider to put with this goblin. Oh God, I love that. I love that glider, and the stand is really cool. And if you have to, you can just buy an extra one of these and return it, keep the glider. They kind of owed you that one anyway, so don't feel bad about it if you do. Alright, so I figured I'd take them out one more time, clean it up a little bit for you can actually see the figures that we're talking about. Spider-Man, I'm kind of on Spider-Man's dick. So it's like whenever they do a Spider-Man set, I'm a little biased. Like, I think I like a little bit more than I should. I do love this set of toys, even though I hate some of them. and I absolutely love some of them. Let's go over it really quick. You got White Rabbit, first time ever, favorite figure in the set. Shang, first time ever, second favorite figure in the set. Superior Ock, first time ever, third favorite figure in the set. Demigoblin, I'm pretty sure we got like at least 4 of those. He does look cool, and I love the glider. So he's my fourth favorite figure in the set. The Vulture, just one of my favorite. I mean, pretty much every villain in Spider-Man is one of my favorites. I don't think he's as good as the old one, but I like the different take on the costume. Only because he has this head, I still really like this action figure. I mean, I might like this one a little bit more than this one. That glider just is so cool, and I really wanted that thing. And then you have the 2 video game Spider-Mans, which are absolutely great action figures. If you played the game, those things are, man, I would love those things if I played the game. I'm just bitter about it. The web effects on those is worth it just for that, and to get to build a piece to a figure you already have. Like, how many times have they reused that body now? 5, 6 times? Like, they threw on like an extra cape and a different head, and they call it a Demigoblin. Overall, I love this set. Like, 1, 2, 3 new figures. 2 new molds that I don't want. Old mold. I like the set. This is the real thanks for watching. I might try to edit out my other thanks for watching. But it's Spider-Man. I got a ton of Marvel Legends I got to get to. Maybe I should do that.